Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tekamaku, and I'm here with the Notary on Automation course. I'm showing you another example of how you can implement email automation into your notary business. So here's an example of an email automation that I set up. And a client emails you and they ask you, hey, I need to have some documents signed again, right? So this will be the second time that I'm working with this person. So here is a set it and forget it way. Here's my strategy of how I approach the notary business in an automated fashion. So you can be a one-man enterprise. So this person, I have their email address and I have this automation set up and I'll kind of give you a walkthrough of what it looks like. So once you have the person's contact information, this particular person is going to be having a document signed in a location that I've determined to be the east side. And as soon as they come into the automation here, they get tagged with the specific um, designation, which I call the newsletter subscriber, and then they get a new appointment request. So this email gets sent out to them immediately. So this is basically what's happening here. This person's email address gets entered. That person gets identified as a subscriber because we're going to save this for later. This is going to allow us to send them marketing emails in the future, once a month, once a week, every day. I don't know. Maybe you have a new event coming up and you want to market to this particular person about estate planning, or you want to market to them about the holidays. Who knows? But this gives them that designation. In that same sequence, they're going to get an email sent directly to their inbox. And this is going to be regarding what they asked for, which is a notary appointment. They contacted you via email, so you respond via email. So here's what's cool about this particular automation that I have set up. And again, I'm using an email service provider, and I'll leave a link in the description. Or if you want to learn more about how to set up a one-man enterprise and completely automate your notary business, then I'll also leave that link below where you can find out more information and set up a discovery call. We can figure out what's going on with your business and see how we can help. So that you have more time to do the stuff that you really want to do. So this person logs in. Let's say they get this response at 9 o'clock a.m. If 3 hours goes by and they have not, so let's say 12 o'clock by noon, they have not booked an appointment, then they're going to get another set of emails that says, hey man, how come you didn't book an appointment? All right. That's so they started at 9 o'clock, and then if they still have yet to make an appointment 3 hours later, then they're going to get another email sequence. And the reason why is because they will not have this particular tag here that says they booked an appointment. All right. Now, let's cancel that. Let's say they have booked an appointment. So that's what this yes indicates. They're going to take another path. And another day later, so the following day, which is 24 hours, they're going to get a request for a review, and then that's it. And then they go into another automation, which basically which I referred to earlier, which is this newsletter tag, which will start marketing to them in other ways. Now, let's say schedule an appointment, or they want to schedule an appointment, they inquire about it, they contact us, so we do all this work. See, this is why you do a lot of work on the front end and then you don't do any work on the back end, because the automations will do it for you. They don't book an appointment because they do not have the tag. So a no. So they get another appointment request. Another day goes by and they haven't booked an appointment yet. So they say no. They're going to get another appointment request. They did not book an appointment. But let's say they did book an appointment, then it's the same repeat of the sequence above, which is they'll just get a request for a review. All right. So this goes on for about 3 days. And at that point, if they haven't booked an appointment, then I'm done with them. I won't be the person who chases them down for a whole week. Now, if you wanted to do that, you could absolutely set that up to where this just follows them for the next, several days and just keep going and going and going. With notary, I don't expect that because people are typically moving a little bit faster. People really want to see results in 1, maybe 2 days at the most. If something starts to linger on for 3 days at a time, then I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm saying I'm not going to aggressively chase after this person. But if you want to go ahead and set up an automation to where it chases them for the next 7 days, then you can absolutely do that. In fact, I'll show you how to do that in a future video. But for now, this is the basic automation setup. I can duplicate this several times with different other email sequences and other appointment possibilities. So other combinations of the power of attorneys, other trust documents, and so forth. But I'm going to show you. So currently, no one's in this automation. So, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to put someone in here right now. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to come back, and then this is going to have a 1 in there. I just opened it up, and he's already sent it. Like he's already tested it. He's already opened. I just sent the email, and he's already opened it. Like within seconds here. Let's see if I can get this to show. Whether it's a 1. Doesn't show. Huh? Interesting. All right, so now you can see that I actually entered a real client. So you can see there's 1 total subscriber within that automation. The crazy thing is that when I click on it, it doesn't show that anybody is in the automation. So this should have a 1 on it because there's a 1 there highlighted. But it might just need a couple seconds just to reconfigure. So let me refresh this and see if it shows up. Yeah, see, it's still kind of refiguring, but I know that there's someone currently in the automation, and I also know that this person has received the email, and I know that they've already opened it because 1 email has been sent, and this person has already opened it. They haven't clicked on the link yet, which is basically the schedule appointment now. But that's in a nutshell how you would set up the automation. This is how it looks, and he's going to go through the sequence. So he's going to get the email. He's already opened it, and now he just has to book an appointment. So if I don't see an appointment on my schedule in the next 3 hours, then basically he's going to get another email. Now, if he does schedule an appointment, now I have to go in here and then give him this designation, which is basically a tag that says he has booked an appointment, or a booked an appointment tag. So that's the only manual side of it, but that's good because once you've gotten a response and this person has paid and confirmed their appointment time, you go into the email automation here and then give them a tag to say that in my case is they booked an appointment, and now the system knows to but also send them a review request in the next 24 hours, and then they can exit the automation. So another happy, satisfied customer, also less work on your behalf. You do it once and then you never have to set it up again. That's how I do the automation in combination with the email marketing, digital marketing. All right, so I just got an email saying that he just booked an appointment. It's about maybe about half an hour later, but just in case you're wondering, how do we know if he booked the appointment? Well, you don't know if he booked the appointment, but just in case there are people who are skeptics and naysayers and people who just may not be fully immersed in the advantages of using technology and automation, I'm going to show you. So I finally got it to update, so it shows that there's has been 1 person who has gone through the automation, and because I just got the email that they booked the appointment. Now here's the thing, and you can see that they currently went through. So it's basically he got the email, and I'm gonna switch over here. He booked the appointment. You can see that he's already paid, and because he booked the appointment, like I was saying, all I have to do now is go in here and give him the tag that he has booked the appointment. Now I've already done that. Now here's the thing, and let's see. I can show you how I did that. He didn't have this tag at first, this book appointment tag, so I gave him that tag. So now, once he reaches this portion in automation, which he will in about 3 hours, he will have a yes tag. So instead of, if he had a no, then he would have gotten another email that said, go ahead and book another appointment. Or did you forget about booking your appointment? Or have you given up on looking for a notary? He would have got a couple of emails. But since he did now, only thing is he booked it for about 4 more days later. So I'm going to change this and make this into a 5. So he's going to get an email in 5 days asking for a review. That's the only thing I have to update is that they have to manually add this tag, and then if they don't book the same day, then they book it 4 days later. Then you give them a 5-day review request. All right, so that's an update. and a current status of this appointment. And again, all done without speaking a word to this person, without leaving my house, without signing up on some listing or directory. This person reached out to me via email, and I responded to them by putting their email into the automation, and the automation did all the work for me. That's how you hire another robot to work for you, and you can continue just going back to your life. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, go ahead, click the links below. Book a strategy call, 15 minutes. Sometimes you might just need some ideas to bounce off someone's head, and I could at least give you a little bit of direction as to where you should be heading, or what some things that you can try depending on where you're currently at. So hopefully you got a lot out of that video, and this helps you to work less. Last thing I want you to do is to work more and more and more. Not in this age. You should be implementing some of these automation strategies. And like I said, you can click below to find the or you want to learn more about automating your entire notary business, then I recommend you go ahead and learn more about the Notary and Automation course. It is down below in the description. Book a discovery call. Let me know what's going on in your current existing business. See how we can implement some of these automation strategies. Take some of the load off your work so you don't have to work as hard. You can start automating your cash flow. Have more free time for yourself. All right, you guys, have a great day.